Welcome back. If you're watching this, hopefully you've already watched part one of Pace of Play, or Could You Be Any Slower? I hope you enjoy the second part. There's a lot of information there, and I hope it helps you out. Okay, so now I've hit my shot on my second hole, and I've been dropped off. I'm not really sure how far away I am, but you know what? I have my rangefinder and I have 3 clubs. I know I'm somewhere probably between 170 and 200. So I've taken my 4-iron, my 5-iron, and my 6-iron just to make sure I have the right clubs. Okay, so I hit a approach shot into the green, and obviously I'm not on the green. Where am I? Well, I'm in the sand trap. Do me a favor, don't be that guy. As you come up and you look for my ball, where is it? It's in a footprint. Take the time to rake the traps when you're done. This is just ridiculous. This is what golfers without etiquette do. Now, this is also a time saver, because at this point I'm either going to have to get a ruling, I'm going to have to rake it and replace it, and all that takes time. So again, you know, do your best to repair your divots, whether it's in the fairway, on the green, or your footprints in the sand. So another way to save time would be on blind shots. So this is a really cool hole. This is number 4 at Bear Creek in Monroe. And as you can see, it's a blind shot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have somebody go up there and watch my drive. So if it goes left, right, or whatever, they can see where the ball goes, mark it, and I can go straight to it. And then I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna do the same thing for them. I'll watch their tee shot and see where it goes. That way it speeds up time. You don't run around looking for lost balls because it's a blind shot. The other thing is it's a safety thing. You're up there making sure you're not hitting into anybody. Okay, so I found my ball after that blind shot right in the middle of the fairway. I'm going to take my next shot, and I actually did, and it went too far, right? It went into these trees. So where did it go? What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus in on where I saw it last, which was right by this tree right there. So I'm going to drive down there. What I'm doing is I'm marking it with a tree, with a trash can, with a golf cart, something, but I know it went into that hazardous area. It's going to be tough to find, so I want to have something marked so I can see where it's at. Now that I'm getting closer to the hole, I'm zeroing in. I still see that tree. So there's the tree I was using as a marker, and sure enough, right there's my ball right here behind the green. I didn't waste any time because I marked it with a tree, and then I came down and found the ball right there. Okay, so we talked about how to mark where a ball goes into the woods or into a hazard. Keep in mind, you're going to have other people helping you. So spread out when you go looking. If you're going down the side of a fairway, I tend to go past where I think it might have gone in and work my way backwards. You know, if I know I hit 6-iron that's going to go maybe 160 yards, then I might go to 170, 180 yards and work my way back. You never know. But what I don't want to do is start too short and then just keep walking and walking and walking. You have 3 minutes to find the golf ball, by the way. If you don't find it, you don't find it. You need to know the rules, where to drop and stuff like that. I'll talk about that in just a second. And then also trust the people you're playing with. This is a gentleman's game. You're supposed to help people find their balls. You're supposed to help them clarify rules. And you know, you don't use technicalities to win. It's unlike many other sports. Something else I want to talk about is the beverage cart. So most golf courses have a beverage cart on busy days. It gets hot out there. You want something to drink. Be thinking ahead of time. If you know you're going to get something, have your money ready. Have your wallet, you know, handy. Know what you're going to get. Don't sit there and browse. You're not shopping at Walmart. This is, you know, you're getting a drink, you're getting a snack, you're moving forward. And don't spend too much time flirting with the driver of the beverage cart. You know who you guys are. Okay, so now we're at one of my favorite holes, number 7 at Bear Creek. This is really a wonderful hole if you're playing it from the tips. Some days you have to hit from up here, and this sort of illustrates the fact that you really need to know your distances and you need to know the rules. If you're going to hit a golf ball here and it doesn't make it over the water, where do you drop? What if it makes it over the water and then bounces in? Where do you drop? It could save you a lot of time, keep you from having to hit another ball from back here. Also, know your distances. This is about 180, 190 yards over water. You know, if you don't know your distances, you're not going to be able to get there. You're going to end up losing golf balls and getting frustrated. Okay, so now I've finished the 9th hole. I'm going from the 9th green to the 10th tee. It's called making the turn, right? Do me a favor. Don't be that guy. Don't go in there. Don't go to the restaurant and order food. Don't go to the bathroom and take an hour. Don't do any of that stuff. Your job is to keep the pace of play going. You should have everything you need. In rare instances, you have to go there, but really, you need to just keep moving, go on to the next hole, keep the pace of play going. What I want to talk about too is, you know, we have a lot of local rules or made up rules as we go, right? So you have out of bounds, you have lost balls and hazards and stuff, but a lot of golf courses don't mark their courses very well, or they don't feel that they need to, right? So down the side here on this hole, I'll show you in just a second, we have, this is the 10th hole at Bear Creek, one of my favorite long par 5, but you could go out of bounds on the left or the right. What we do is we typically call it ahead of time. If we're not playing in a tournament and it's a friendly game, we'll say, you know what, everything's a lateral hazard. So even if it goes out of bounds and I don't know it, I could drop like it's going into a hazard when I get down there. If I go into the woods and I can't find the ball, I don't come all the way back to the tee, right? I just play it from there. Now, in a tournament, you play the rules as the rules, and that's it. But let me show you down the fairway here what I mean. So if the ball were to go to the left or the right, and we couldn't find it, you know, we would just drop one down there. As you can see, here's the fairway, and it's fairly tight for some golfers. You know, you hit a bad slice into those trees, there's houses over there, but they're out of bounds is beyond the tree line. So again, a lot of times we'll just say, hey, you know what, let's treat it as a lateral. Welcome back to Mentally Golf. Just a reminder that we have a new video coming up. It would be, can you be any slower? Pace of play on the golf course. Okay, so now I'm here at the 18th hole at Bear Creek, one of my favorite places. As you can see, the big Bear Rock, I just love it. Now that I'm finished, I need to do some things. First, I need to get off the golf course, right? I'm holding people up if I'm sitting here by the green or standing on the green talking, shaking hands and all that. Start walking off the green, shake hands, do everything you're supposed to now that your round is over. Get in your cart, don't write your score down, go to your clubhouse. You could do all that stuff there. If you're in a tournament, don't go out to the parking lot and start putting your shoes and your clubs away. Go to the wherever the scoring committee is or the scoring team, turn in your scores, validate it, sign, everything like that. There's nothing worse in a tournament than having to wait to see who won because somebody will just say decided to go out to the cart to their car and put their stuff away instead of turning in their scorecard. Well, it's really been a great day out here at Bear Creek in Monroe, Georgia. I want to thank them for allowing me to drive around the golf course and talk about pace of play, how to keep the things going. Look at other videos that we're making. We're going to be talking about strategy, what clubs to use, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, we're excited. If you like these videos, please subscribe. It'll really, really help us keep it going. And look forward to our next video.